Welcome to Reality with Kiki. I'm your host, Kiki, and on this channel, we discuss reality TV, celebrity gossip, and viral topics. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you like our content. You can also follow us on our Facebook page. A link will be in the description box below, and we also have it linked in our bio. All right, so life after lockup. We start this episode off with Sarah going to visit Sean at the house. He has this little corny setup, like a picnic in the middle of the living room floor. He barely got any furniture in there as it is, but whatever. So he has this thing all laid out. She's feeding him a strawberry. He's feeding her shrimp. I'm not really interested in seeing Sean and Sarah get close and intimate, okay? So then he's like kissing on her. Oh, you want to go upstairs? I'm just like, Sean, you are such a loser. He go upstairs. He has these roses on the bed, candles lit. They start getting comfortable, and I'm like, okay, cameras, when y'all about to leave? Because we don't need to see this. And they keep going on and on. She's like, you got a condom, and she almost naked. Sean got his pants on. He almost naked too. It's just like, all right, we don't need to see this. We get the gist, okay? So we leave from there, thank God. Next we go to Ray and Brittany. Brittany's still upset from the last time because Ray is not answering the phone. He's not responding to text messages, but she has his location. So she's like, I'm going over there. She is upset. She goes over to his cousin's house and is knocking on the door. Ray answers Ray answers the door. And I'm just like, a part of this seems set up, but I'm going to go with it. Okay. Ray answers the door. She's barging in. Where the hoes at? Ray said, I don't know. You tell me. So she looking stupid because they all just sitting there at the table. They was playing cards or something. And it was his cousin and the cousin's friend was sitting there looking confused as to what is going on. And she's like, you don't know who you're around. You could be around felons. Blah, blah. So she asked the friend, are you a convicted felon? He's like, yes. She's like, exactly. You don't even know who you're hanging around. He's like, it don't matter. We in the house. We not doing nothing. And I'm just like, Brittany, that is your boyfriend. That is not your son. You are not his parole officer. You need to relax. Calm down. So she's like, So she finally leaves out and she's like, I think that you should come with me. You need to leave. You need to come home. Blah, blah, blah. Ray like, I'm going to come near when I'm done. I'll come when I'm done. I told you I was coming home. I'll come when I'm done. So she's like, so you're not going to leave with me. You're going to let me leave mad. She was like, you're going to let me make a fool of myself. He said, you the one getting mad. But what I'm saying is, Brittany, you're making a fool of yourself right on by yourself. That don't got nothing to do with Ray and his actions. It's all of you, all on you. Ray is like laid back. He not really into it. She's all about the drama. Like, why are you being so dramatic and ridiculous? So after Ray goes back inside his cousin's house, he's like, all right, man. He was like, women, man. I'm like, no, that's not women. That's Brittany. And he like, all right, I'm about to leave. So he leaves and goes home. And she's home and she's sitting on the couch. She's like, oh, so you're coming home? He like, I told you I was coming home. And she is just going on and on and on. He's just standing there looking like her teenage son. She just going off. Do you want to lose me? Because you're gonna lose me and blah 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 blah. So she throws a pillow and the blankets at him, like basically telling him, "You want to sleep on the couch tonight?" And it's like, okay, Brittany, we know good and well in the middle of the night you be trying to drag him to bed because you're obsessed with this man. And you just want to be in control of something. Girl, that's a grown man. Let him do what he gonna do. If he gonna cheat on you, he gonna cheat on you and ain't nothing you could do about it. Period. But at this point, it's like what I said the last time. I was like, you acting like making him feel like he's in prison. And that's what he said. He like, I came out of prison and I don't want to go back. But also I don't want nobody trying to control my every move. And it's like, what's not clicking for you, Brittany? He's been through that already. Why are you still doing it? And like she's like, if he gets back into something, we're done. Okay, but if he does decide to do something stupid to get himself locked back up, that will be on him. You trying to be his protector, his provider, his everything. Ma'am, you're not his mother. So we are back at the hotel with Lisa and Renata, and Lisa is kind of trying to convince Renata to play the catfish, have Stan meet them at the hotel so that she can set him up and expose him. So there's a lot of stupidity that happened in this scene because Lisa in her confessional is like, yeah, I believe God put Stan in my path because he needs to learn how to treat people. So, first of all, do not bring God into this situation, okay? Stop with the bullshit. God did not do anything that got to do with you and Stan. And then for you to be like, he needs to learn how to treat people, and you gonna be the one to teach him, Lisa? So they go out to the pool, and Renata is like, if Stan came to the hotel and saw me and Lisa in the bed, I think he would lose it. Did you not just hear the conversation that Lisa relayed to you when she said that Stan is looking for somebody who is bisexual? You don't think his old creepy ass wouldn't be trying to join y'all? Are y'all not listening or paying attention? And she also says that she thinks that Stan bought the wigs for Lisa because he's afraid that other women would be attracted to her with her short hair. Um, are we really concerned about who's attracted to Lisa? Because with that crazy old buzz cut, she looks like trash. Let's just be honest. And now she got these extensions in her hair that look crazy. They're not blended. The roots are poking right through. Huh? So also while Lisa and Renata are in the pool, Renata asks Lisa like, "Oh, do you miss being with women?" And Lisa's like, "Yeah, I haven't really been dealing with women since I got out, but she does." I'm like, either y'all gonna get together or y'all not. Y'all can stop playing these games. Okay, so Ray wants to make it up to Brittany. So the following morning he cooks breakfast. He still got his clothes on from the night before. And he brings breakfast in there and she's like, "Oh, thanks, babe. I do think I overreacted a little bit, so I'll take a little bit of accountability. But I just don't want you making any of the same mistakes and going back because if you go back, then my mom would really not like you." And it's just like, oh, because yesterday you said you was gonna be done, but now it's about your mother. Bye. So you're bringing that up again, and of course Ray is feeling some type of way. He's like, I just don't understand why I have to keep proving myself. Like I gotta show paychecks and whatever. And she's like, Well, it's just as simple that, you have turned a new leaf. You're a man. You're bringing something to the table. And it's like, okay, whatever. Just whatever. So we move on to Shane and Lacey. So while Shane is outside, Lacey decides that she wants to call John. And she wants to spill all the tea to John. So I'm like, Lacey, first of all, why are you still talking to him? Second, why would you be telling all your business to him? Are you stupid? So she's like, yeah, Shane showed some deception. I did a lie detector test. He's been talking to guys and all of this stuff. And it's just like, girl, whatever. So John is like, that's crazy. He's like, I can't believe it. Well, I can believe it, but that's crazy. And it's just like, John, please, you're on like. But anyway, Lacey tries to come on to him and she's like, yeah, you should come meet me sometime. And he's like, pretty much, this is it. This is the end. I have a girlfriend. I found the one, and I'm gonna stick beside her. So Lacey, you played yourself. You just told all your business to this man, and then he just turned you down for what? What was the reason? All right, so Brittany and Marcelino. Marcelino calls Brittany's dad to have him come down and watch the kids. He wants to take some time to take Brittany out. He feels like, she has a lot going on. And he wants her dad to talk to her. I guess to try to motivate her and get some things going. So when he goes back in the house, he eventually tells her, like, I called your dad. I want him to come down so you guys can talk. And Brittany is like, I don't really want that because I've been such a disappointment to my family. And she was like, on our wedding day, he told me that he was proud of me, and that was the first time he said that to me. And I'm just really feeling down about myself right now. Like, I don't know if that's the right move. So Marcelino's like, well, I feel like you're taking on the situation that has happened with this sober house, and the onus can't be on you. Like, you need to let that go. And she's like, I can't. And I'm like, girl, you might want to just let it go. Because if your husband out not mad, right? Like, I understand being mad about money, right? I don't play about money. But that money is gone. I've been saying that for the past few weeks. That money is gone. You ain't getting that money back unless that man hits the lottery. You're not getting that money. And then, especially if he stole, like, y'all need to have him locked up anyway. So yeah, so she's like, oh, she's not really feeling it. So then she's like, she gets an email, and she's like being sneaky and suspicious around Marcelino. I'm like, girl, you better not be playing with him because Marcelino be supporting you. He be having your back. If you play with him, it's gonna be a problem. He beat your baby daddy ass. Like, he be having your back. But she ended up going to meet up with her mother because the email was from her biological father. So the man that Marcelina had called earlier, that was her stepdad, but he raised her from like a very young age, so that's her dad. And she was having a conversation with her mom about her biological dad. She's like, you never really told me like what happened and why he wasn't around. And they kind of got into it. Her mom said that he was abusive and she had to get out of there. So basically, she's like, her biological dad wants to meet up. He wants to meet his grandchildren. That's what he said in this email. And she's like trying to figure out if this is a route that she wants to take, and she also needs to like let her stepfather know because again, like that's her dad. He needs to be. She believes the proper thing to do would be to give him that information. That's a tough situation. I don't really have an opinion either way. It's just that's difficult. So anyway, here we go again, Stan and Lisa. They work my nerves. Just them as a couple just works my nerves. So Stan picks Lisa up from the hotel and it's like, "Hey, baby," he's so excited to see her. And Lisa don't care either way. She don't care if that man coming or going. She just want a stable place to live and money in her hand. So he's like, "I got a surprise for you." He takes her rock climbing. So while they're up, Um, Lisa's like, oh, what's been going on? What have you been doing? Have you been talking to other women? And he's like, oh, I went, went out to dinner with Tina. So Tina's the ex that she caught him texting or messaging, whatever it was. And she's like, so I leave for one night and you're going out to dinner with your ex. And it's just like, it's enough, Lisa. Okay? Because even though you claimed you slept in a hotel with Renata and y'all didn't end up doing anything, I just feel like your intentions are not pure. So I don't even. Why do you care? Why do you care? So she's like, oh, have you been talking to anybody else? So of course he's denying, denying, denying. So she's like, you're such a liar. Does Jasmine, whatever the catfish name is, does that ring a bell? And it's just like, why are you playing all these games? I'm tired of these mental gymnastics, and I want Stan to get a clue. I also want him to cut off his hair because when they were rock climbing, his toupee was looking all types of crazy and crooked. I'm like, Lord, Lord, Stan. So we don't get an answer as to whether Stan recognizes the name or not, but I guess we'll see that next time. And then the episode ends with Sean and Sarah. So they're in bed, the aftermath of them having sex, child, whatever. He's asking her, how was it? Nah. And he's like, oh, I need to reveal a secret to you. And she's like, what is it? He says, I have 6 kids. She said, what? Like, why would you keep that from me? He's like, oh, I don't know. And she's like, you got upset with me for holding back my one, but you have several. And he's like, yeah, it's not even that big of a deal. It's like one white lie. And what did I say earlier? Like when she found out that he lied about his age, I said he has more lies that he's gonna act like it's nothing. But these are big things. And you know that somebody will make a decision on whether to date you based on those things. That's why you lie about your age. You lie about how many kids you got. You lie about previous relationships that you have had. And then he exposes to her that he also was engaged to another inmate. So she was like, really? So how long ago was that? And he's like, oh, I'm no, it's been a while. She said, give me an answer. He talking about 6 months. She's like, we've been talking longer than that. So it's just like the deflection, the evading, the lying. She was like, I don't even know who you are. I thought you were one person and you're not. He's like, I'm still that same person. I'm a good person. It's like, no, you are not. No, you're not, Sean. And you're dumb on top of it. Like, please. But also, like, for Sarah, I don't know. I saw a blog post saying that she is now pregnant and married to him. I don't know why she would do something like that, but that's what the people done said, child. And I hope that it's not the truth because Sean is terrible. Y'all know he be pissing me off. He's the worst. Anyway, you guys let me know what you thought about this episode down in the comments below, and I will talk to you next time.